God begins and continues to judge this nation, remember, he is first judging us. We have been lukewarm. We have been complacent. We have compromised. We need to be humbled. The American church must be purified. We export more sin around this world than any other nation. We define sin for much of this world. Now, this is going to offend a few of you, okay? But I'm just going to go there. I want you to know that I love you before I say this, okay? Listen, I know this is even true in our church. Because over the course of the last 18 months, you know what many of you have loved? You love it when I get up here and I preach about everybody else and how bad they all are. It's like, woo, and you're clapping and you're cheering. And then the moment 2 months ago, when I started preaching sermons, not about out there, but about in here and about your marriages and about our families, about our children and how we're treating one another, I got more emails and more letters and more cross arms than I ever get. See, the problem is that a lot of us love our self-righteousness. They're the problem. America's going to hell in a handbasket because all of them. But don't you dare talk to me about my personal life and about my Christianity and about how I'm treating my wife and I'm treating my husband and I'm raising my kid. Don't mess with that, okay? Because they're the problem, not us. And here's the issue. He says all of this will happen out here, this ordeal, because you guys are not living according to the glory of God. Question for you. Does God ever bring a Nebuchadnezzar to cut the knees off of his people so they are forced to start over in purity? Yes or no? Is it not possible that God could bring a Kamala to cut the knees off of a people who have so radically turned their back on the living God so that the true church rises up and walks again as pilgrims in a land pure and clean and white as snow? Is that not possible? Which means if that is what God will do, he says it is our responsibility to embrace the suffering. Embrace the Nero, embrace the pain, embrace the trial, embrace the ordeal. He says, therefore, because of all these other reasons, therefore, let those also who suffer according to the will of God. Let everyone who suffers remember that it is God's will that is allowing and permitting and causing this suffering. He says, and let them entrust their souls to a faithful creator in doing what is right. In fact, he's inventing a title right there. Faithful meaning God is good and God is benevolent, and creator meaning God is sovereign and God is omnipotent, right? He's saying you have a God, he's on the throne and he is good and you can trust him with this. And right there is the Christian comfort for those of us who may end up in a Kamala kingdom.